Hey, Tony, what's going on? Hey, Ed.
I'm here.
What's up, E30?
You're breaking up, Brian.
Yep, ATTXGT. Big Nick's here. He's calling in. He's dealing with the hurricane, so he's only got some time to share with us, but, you know.
Uh-oh, we gotta try to work on the reception. I can barely hear you coming in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'll just talk to you. I'll talk to the phone.
That's better.
So, I'm just telling everybody that, you know, you don't have a whole lot of time because you're dealing with the storm, but everybody's saying hi.
What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's okay. Hope everyone's safe.
So what's it like down there? Are you, is he getting like sideswiped by it, or?
Man, it was the most beautiful day you can imagine today. It was absolutely gorgeous today. We had a nice breeze. It just actually gave us about a 20-second downpour, and now it's back cleared up. But it's always like that, the calm before the storm.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I saw some reports on it, and it looked like it was going to be nasty.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit landfall at a Cat 4. So, we're getting, they're showing models of it going different places, but some models say South Florida, some models say Central Florida, some models say up the coastline. We don't know, so just gotta be prepared.
Yeah, as long as you're safe, brother, that's all that matters, man. So,
how you been? You a free man, huh?
Yeah, man, I'm finally off probation, done with all that crap.
You don't have to pee in the cup no more.
Nah, it's nice not having to worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't have to look over. Hey, Nasty Nathaniel, what's up, man?
Nate, Nasty Nate. One of the best guys on YouTube right there, man. I love his work.
Yeah, he does a lot of great work, man. Hey, CFW. So, any plans for, assuming everything's all right with the storm, is there anything we can look forward to?
Yeah, I'm going to another county north of me. I'll be doing that next after the storm is passed. So I'll be going down there and giving them a shout out, let them know that the Six is in town. And I'm also working on. I'm building a team. We're going to try to do something a little different with this platform. Civil rights doesn't just end at the First Amendment. It's all types of things. And I'm building up I got a partner. We're going to start producing a studio show. Still gathering footage for material for the Man on the Street idea that I'm doing. So I can have a few episodes of that without having to go out and do it. So I've been pretty busy.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I know, you and CopCam have been doing a lot of work together. So you guys still working together, or?
Well, yeah, he's one of my best supporters, man. He has my back since day one, and he came to my trial and supported me. He was able to commandeer some courtroom footage of my trial. He came in contact with the entire video and audio of my trial, my acquittal. So, he's my big brother, man. He's always there for me.
Yeah, man. It's just been amazing watching you grow. I remember when you first started, and, you blew up, man. You blew up big time, and you deserved it, man. You were out there every day.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? I remember when I didn't think I was ever going to get 5,000 subscribers, man. I was happy when I got my first 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even know about, you're going to get monetized and everything. I think you told me, Brian, actually. I think I was at 4,000 subscribers, and you're like, are you monetized? I didn't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, I remember that. You deserved it, man. And see, I'm still working on the 5,000 mark myself.
We gotta get to that.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to get out now. You know, the hard part is I don't have anybody else here. It's just me, and I don't have a car.
Well, I just watched a Rogue Nation video, man, and he was right at my front door, and then, you know, I didn't get a hello, Big Nick. I didn't get a shout out about it. You know, he was right in my neck of the woods if you watch his latest videos, but it's all good. I'm glad he was down here. I'm glad to see that, you know, other these agencies see that it's more than just me doing that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you could hook up with him. If you want, I'll send him your number.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
We talked briefly, but I go through cell phones like, you know, you wouldn't believe, man. So they don't, you know, the app don't always drop your number back to you or your telephone number. So. Cause I had to save your number actually under your name because I didn't realize it. And this is a new number.
Yeah, that happens to a lot.
This is my backup phone, actually.
Yeah, I remember. Well, you know, I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of phones, so we got to figure out something better.
Man, a cell phone is nothing to a YouTuber, man. We go through those things like we change underwear.
Yeah, I've had the same phone for like 5 or 6 years now.
I mean, since I've been doing First Amendment audits, I probably went through at least 20 phones.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. You and Furry.
Yeah, at least 20. Everyone, not only just me, for everyone. Everybody who's really committed to doing First Amendment audit work and is really out there and have more than 20 videos have had more than 10 phones.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I worry about with going out there because I only have the one phone. So
trust me, you don't want to be because I've been out there with only the one phone and had it taken away, and then you're without a phone and you don't have money and you try to figure out how you're gonna get another cell phone and it's a problem.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I don't know, man. I know I can't I can't stand up to you, but I'm hoping to make a difference.
Yeah, well, you do make a difference, DK, man. It's just that we as a community, we have to do more. I have to do more to promote people like you that's in the background that had all the support that you guys do. Because it wouldn't be me without you, Brian. You know what you've done for my channel already, man. So, you know, and I apologize to you for not being there as often as I should, but, you know, when you're just doing everything, when you're a one-man corporation, it can get really, really good. But everyone needs to put the word out. You know, everyone listening, if you can just make a post, and you can just include one person, 2 people for Brian Channel. You know, the whole community benefits from Brian King.
Well, I appreciate that, man. You know.
Well, it's true.
You know, the one thing I definitely need help on is this meeting software that I use for my normal interviews, man. It expires tonight at midnight, and I can't afford to renew it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe somebody will help. I really don't want to lose it, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, if it expires, it expires.
Yeah. Well, hopefully if someone, you know, dig deep, man. I'm tapped from this hurricane. You'll be surprised I bought more water than the Atlantic has water than the ocean has. You know, but if anyone out there listening and, you know, you want to keep this cause going, we can use all the support we can get from everyone. We're not here to begging. We just want to keep this community going. Together we're strong.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I hope you got a good knife.
Yeah, well, the wind is starting to pick up, so I can tell something's going on. It's starting to get windy. We had that little 1 minute of downpour, and now the wind has really picked up. It's not as humid as it was anymore, so being from South Florida, my spidey senses are telling me the rain is coming.
Yeah, somebody was in the channel from Florida, and they said that the storm blew all the humidity away.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I well, it must have blew it away within the last hour or so. Yesterday was the worst day that I can remember as being from South Florida. Yesterday, you can literally, I mean, it was a nice, maybe it was 78, 79 degrees, but I was drenched. I mean, it was palpable. You can cut it with a knife, and the humidity was fake yesterday.
Yeah, that sounds like it gets up. See, that's when it's bad up here because I've got all these lakes around me, the Great Lakes and all that. So every summer we suffer a ton of humidity.
Yeah, man. And I don't think people realize how terrible it is. Like if you're in the city, if you're down in the city of New York, in Manhattan with all those buildings in the summertime, man, it is torture.
Yep.
No, the wind can't flow. There's no way for the humidity to dissipate too. It's just on top of you right there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm from Long Island originally, and yeah, I've been in the city in the middle of summer, and it's either really humid or it's really like wind tunnels, man. It gets crazy. So, Denise Lynn is here.
Hi, Denise. Great work with you and Joe Cool. That was awesome. Great work.
Yeah, Joe Cool's in there as well.
Yeah, we talk quite a bit. I called him after he got arrested. I talked to him, and I talked to him today. Actually, he texted me.
That's cool. I didn't know you guys were talking. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody talks to Big Nick, man.
Yeah, I mean, Darlene shared the video. That's when I first saw what happened to Joe Cool. For some reason, I didn't get the notification. Of course, that's YouTube for you.
Well, I'm glad Denise Lynn was there, and I'm glad it was on video because that's an easy case to beat. That's an easy case. You cannot arrest someone for using their First Amendment right.
Right.
Then I heard some bullshit on the video in the background from a cop said he's using a threatening manner or something like that. Like, bullshit.
Well, that's like Otto the Watchdog, man. They arrested him for child endangerment just because he was camping with his kids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. He sat in jail for like 2.5 days and paid a huge bond. It's ridiculous.
And then he probably can't be around his kids.
Yeah, he can't. Not till it's over.
You take my life from me. If you take me from my kids, take my life. Yeah. I'm ready to go. If the government or anyone is man or woman enough to take my children from me, take my life.
Yeah, I agree. Johnny no last name says, "Tell the beast of South Florida, Big Nick, respect from Indy, and be safe during the storm."
Joe No. We call him Joe No. Johnny no last name. That's Joe No.
Yeah, CFW is asking what's up with Cop Cam. I don't know what he means by that, but
I don't know. Cop Cam can rub some people the wrong way, but all in all, he's a great guy, man. He's a really cool dude. But everyone is not for everyone.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's been some things he said that I didn't agree with, but I'm not going to agree with everybody all the time. I'm not from Rhode Island, Ralph. I'm in Rochester, New York. Everybody needs to chip in and get Big Nick up here so I can audit with him.
Well, that might be soon, very soon. News now, South Carolina now planning a trip because he has some big things going on with interviews and things because of some of the videos he put out. So we may be coming to New York next month.
Well, that would be awesome, man. If y'all came to upstate New York in Rochester, man, the whole city is pretty much untouched except what me and Bullet did.
Yeah.
So
we all got to get together, man. We all have to organize. It's time for us to all organize, whether it be coming out to Florida, whether it goes to California, New York, Chicago. It's time for auditors reunion or whatever the hell you want to call it to get together and show these people center numbers by doing mass audits and fuck up some small town in America.
Yeah, you're right, man. It worked for Almost Park. It worked for Morro Bay. I mean, look at Morro Bay, man. It was like 15 or 20 auditors showed up there.
Well, it didn't work for Leon Valley.
Yeah, well, Leon Valley's all its own.
I think they can see it from the United States.
Lacey R says hi. Rising.
Listen, I know you wanted to speak with me, and I'm sorry I can't stay long, but the wind is really picking up, and I'm still outside, but the leaves are really getting windy. So listen, maybe we can do it again after the storm. You call me, and I probably can do it maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll definitely do a longer on video. I'll download that app one if you're still able to do it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling, and I know it's getting windy, so we'll talk again soon, though, man. You be safe, brother.
Will do, man. I love you guys. You guys stay safe, and please support Brian King. If you can help him get the software he needs, someone do it for me. Let me know, and I'll try to do something special back for you on my channel.
I appreciate that, man.
All right, Brian.
All right, I'll talk with you later.
All right, guys. Be safe.
All right. Bye. Here you go. Okay, bye. Yeah, as you guys can hear, the wind was picking up out there. But, why does YouTube email me telling me that I'm live? So dumb. Sorry, you guys, it couldn't be longer, but, it is what it is. At least we got a little bit of time with him before the storm started picking up. I did queue up a video I was gonna play. I did, but, obviously he had to go. I didn't know if you guys might want to watch a little video of him, but otherwise, I hope everybody's doing alright. Well, Denise Lynn, the funny thing is, they never used to do that. And then all of a sudden, like the last 3 or 4 streams, it started emailing me that I'm live. It's kind of like, I think I know when I'm live. Yeah, Johnny, I hope the same, man. He said that some predictions it's coming towards him, others it's going to sideswipe him. That's weather for you. Oh, Caroline, I keep forgetting you changed your name. Yeah, and Flo and Michigan Mister, all of them are down there in Florida. Like Big Nick was saying, and like I mentioned, though, I use that software to do my interviews and stuff, and it expires at midnight tonight. So at this point, I cannot afford to renew the subscription. So was kind of hoping maybe somebody would help. I don't care if I sound like I'm e-begging or whatever. I use the software a lot, so. Oh, he is, Michigan? Well, it's cool that you guys got to hang out, though. I watched parts of the video. I didn't get to catch it live. It's, Johnny Noname, last time I get the 6-month package, and it's $96 for 6 months. The lesser packages don't let you have as many people on. For Zoom, Denise. But the lower packages, they don't let you have as many people on, and they limit how long your meetings can be. I've tried other software, and most of them just buffer way too much. I've tried Hangouts, I've tried a lot of stuff. They just buffer way too much. Zoom does most of the work for me on their servers. That's what makes it easier and what makes it more stable. Today was a beautiful day here, too. It was like no humidity, no nothing. It was just a beautiful day. So I went out, started working on my next project. I'm still torn on whether or not I want to try to sell it or keep it. So it's coming out good so far, but any Marines in the house will recognize what this is. So obviously I haven't done the handle yet or nothing, but I'm working on this thing is so sharp. I've already cut myself several times on it. So I mean I may sell it, but I might keep it too now that I'm off probation and I could carry a knife. Really, Johnny? Well, I appreciate that, man. If you're interested in a knife, man, we can talk. You help me out here, man. I don't have much I can offer, but hey, Ed, thanks, man. It's good to hear from you. Check out the custom K bar I'm working on. It's made out of high carbon 1095 hardened steel, cold rolled. It's basically the Marine's best friend, is what they call it. And I'm gonna make a sheath for it too. Yeah, I did. I just cut it out today. I was working on sharpening it before I quench it and temper it. But I'm doing a sawback on it. I might put a blood groove in it, but this thing is already so sharp. This one I went through. I only went through three or two and a half really. I started out with half, but this is cold rolled hardened steel. That stuff is hard to cut too. It's not like the stainless steel I used for you. Stainless steel is inherently very hard, so the knife I made you is really dense. And once I'm done with this one, it'll be perfectly balanced on the hilt like I did yours. So for anybody who's curious about what kind of work quality I do, I made Ed a knife and sheath and that. So, hey Regina, Big Nick had to go. The storm is starting to pick up. The wind got too bad, so he had to go. Yeah, I did. I posted on my community page. I got a piece of Damascus I made with a friend too. If anybody ever wants, I know I'm like doing a stream peddling myself, but where the hell did I put that? Check this out. Look at the patterning in that 128 layer Damascus. So I haven't cut into it yet because I'm trying to find a a buyer. I don't want to cut into it and then somebody want it. Oh, that's cool, Ed. Wow. Attendance dropped a little bit when I started blabbing about knives. Just holding this piece of steel, you could feel the quality in it. So everybody's doing. How you all doing? Anybody else down in Florida getting hit by the storm? If anybody does want to help though with the trying to get that software, use this PayPal address that's above my head. I'm really hoping I could renew that before midnight. Yeah, Ed, Big Nick just hung up, but he was saying they had so many different models showing, oh, it was going to hit South Florida, then Central Florida, then Northern Florida. They can't make up their minds where it's going to hit. What do you mean trouble? What is it saying? Hey, Huckleberry. I'm not getting any issue. It's not telling me that there's anything like the account is locked or anything. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, man, because you never know these days. Hey, Roadrunner, what's up, man? I'm alive. Unfortunately, Big Nick couldn't hang around because the wind got too bad, so he had to go. But, they're getting a hurricane, so. Huckleberry, man, make your way up here, up to Rochester, man. I need somebody to go auditing with. Man in Black, what's up, brother? Whoa, John D, what's up, man? What? I didn't hear about no shooting in Texas. When did that happen? Jesus, man. Just had that massacre up in Chicago. Now Texas? With pretty much the same statistics. Not much, man in Black. The weather's behaving, which is nice. If you guys don't know Ed2276, you guys, he's very well versed in law and all that, and he tells it like it is, but very smart guy. Definitely somebody to learn from. Hey, HBO Matt, what's up, man? Hey, Port City Transparency, welcome. New name I haven't seen before. Like I said, unfortunately, Big Nick had to go because of the storm, but we will plan a follow up. Now we're just kind of shooting the shit, and I'm hoping to be able to renew, get help with renewing the software. Johnny No Last Name said he's going to try to help, and I got to renew that Zoom software by midnight or it expires. Hey, Landley. It's alright, it's a Saturday, I understand. Lucinator69, are you the one using that other 69 name that was in FTW or FTP's stream earlier? Somebody was using a name starting with 69. I don't remember the whole name, but they said they knew me. Yeah, well, it's still causing high winds and stuff, though, Matt. Because Big Nick, we could barely hear him by the end of the call. The wind was so bad. I thought that was thunders. House is shaking. All of a sudden, a motorcycle comes down the street. It was going so loud, it was shaking the house, and that's usually what thunder does. Oh, I'm sure I will. I mean, I can remember Andrew and Hugo when those hurricanes hit. We got hammered by them. Wow, dropped down to 11 people, huh? I guess people are busy. That or they just don't like me asking for help, but oh well. I don't have a choice. It's ask for help or let it expire. If I let it expire, I can't do the interviews like I was doing. Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, we got a shitload of rain, but we didn't get the winds or nothing. Not like they did down in New York City. We just got boatloads of rain. And that for us is, normal because the way we got that type of weather that like you blink and it'll be different. Hey Lacey, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I know honest gas, but you know how it is. All the people start claiming, e-begging or whatever. It's like it is what it is. I can't review the software without help, so I have no shame in saying that. Well, there you go, guys. If you are, Landly, it's $96. I don't know if anybody has sent anything in. Flower Girl Deb. Okay, well, I'm basically still was that $74 short of the because it's a 6 month subscription. Flower Girl Deb, always there to help. Sorry, I don't mean to say your name, Flower Girl, but everybody, we all know you. You've been around for years. Ouch, that's, what do you mean, ouch? $96 for 6 months, that's usually considered cheap. The video editing software I have I got lucky. They gave it to me because I recommended so many people go buy it. And you know how when they buy it, they say so and so told them to go get it. Well, so many people said that I told them to buy Power Director that all of a sudden in the mail I got the newest version, Power Director 17 Ultimate Edition, and it's a there's like $220 shelf value. They gave it to me just because I recommended so many people go use it. So I got real lucky with that. And I still send people there. I always say Power Director is the best editing software I personally have ever used. I'm a big advocate for their software. The Zoom software is good too. If you guys ever need to do like interviews or meetings or whatever, that it's nice because Zoom does all the processing on their servers. So by the time the data comes to me, it's just like playing a video. My computer doesn't have to assemble all the different people into a single stream. Their server does it for me. That's what I really like about Zoom. So that's why I don't get any buffering issues with it. P&P told me about it. P&P News. He's the one that pointed me in the direction of Zoom, and I really like it. Are you sure you're typing it in right? No one else has ever had a problem with it. Let me try it. I just tried it. It goes right to it, Johnny, no last name. No, that's the web address, man. It's for PayPal's website. I just tried it on my laptop. I don't know what's going on. If you click on the link in the channel here, does it go to it? And thank you, Lanley, for posting that. And it really is quiet today, huh? I know some people stopped coming in because I stopped allowed a lot of people from I stopped the trolls basically from coming in here and saying whatever they want all the time. So some people have decided to shun me for it. But, I've had a lot of people tell me the chat's a lot better without all the garbage in it. So you can't please them all. Yeah, well, when it's the same people for months. All right, thanks, Johnny. I'll check it in a second. Let it refresh. When it's the same people over and over and over for months on end. Hey, Rod, what's up? Sorry about. Unfortunately, Big Nick had to go. He had a lot. The storm was sideswiping him or whatever. He had a lot of wind hitting him and stuff, so he wanted to take precautions while he could. But, I don't mind people having differing opinions and all that. That's fine. But when they're constantly just trying to start trouble all the time, nonstop, I get tired of it. Oh, wow, Johnny, thank you, man. Oh, I appreciate that. I can renew Zoom now. I'll do that. Well, I'll wait, because I don't want to slip and have personal information show on a stream. Thank you very much, Johnny. That's cool. Now I'll have it for another 6 months. Hey, adjust your focus. I know you're just coming in. Big Nick had to go. He was battening down the hatches because of the storm. He didn't know what to expect. But we will do a follow-up. Yeah, Johnny, I get that way too sometimes. See, the daughter board died on this laptop, and one of the DIMM RAMs. Hey, Timmy, what's up? Well, so right now, every time it goes and looks for, oh, Eggman, hey, what's up, brother? Long time no see. But every time it goes to look for the daughter board, it can't find it, and because it was built in by the manufacturer, I can't stop Windows from looking for it. I tried to disable the interrupt port. It's called an IRQ, but I tried to disable it, and I can't. So, hey, Mini Garden Alice, thanks for stopping in. You guys haven't checked out Mini Garden Alice. He does a lot of artwork and little miniature gardens. Really awesome stuff. But the heck was I saying? Oh, when it looks for the hardware, I had to pull the daughter board. That was the only way the laptop would even boot. But now, when Windows goes to look for it and can't find it, it crashes with an unrecoverable error. I had to disable like all the power saving stuff, all kinds of stuff, just to get it to be able to stream. Like I'm lucky. I haven't been streaming 46 minutes now, and it hasn't crashed. Normally, I'm lucky to get about 2 or 3 hours out of it before it crashes. So yeah, Ty, I know you're feeling about smashing laptops. It's so annoying. But I can't find a replacement. The only way to get it is from the manufacturer, and that's of course expensive. I looked on his Amazon and stuff, and they don't have the same exact daughter board I need. Yeah, only thing is Mini Garden Alice doesn't speak English very well, but if you know Portuguese, by all means. But he does great work. If you guys haven't, if you like artwork kind of stuff, check it out. Hey, yeah, Tammy, Will, I don't know, either or. Are you in the path of the storm down there? Are you back out on the river, Tammy? I miss your streams out on the boat, man. Just shooting the breeze. See if I can find that without knocking over stuff. Oh. And if anybody has one of these laying around, I don't know if that's going to focus on it real well. It actually says daughter board right on it. But this is the daughter board that went bad in my laptop. And I had to pull it out. It's just pulling it, at least it lets me use the laptop from here to there. But until I can replace it, I have to deal with the random crashing. We get the mosquitoes bad here too. Like I said, I'm surrounded by lakes and stuff, so we really get them bad. Hey, Record America, another new name. Welcome to my stream. Unfortunately, Big Nick couldn't hang around because of the weather, so we will be scheduling a follow-up. It's just open chat now. Shooting the breeze about whatever. I was talking about knives I'm working on and stuff like that. Right now I'm working on a custom K-bar, which is the Marine standard issue knife, but I'm putting my own twist on it. Tammy. You guys ever watch that show, Naked and Afraid? Talk about mosquitoes. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Did he buy that boat from you, Michigan Mister? Is that why he was up there and he was by you? Yeah, Record America. I watched that show, man. It's one of them addicting shows. I have to watch it like on my laptop or on my phone because I don't have a TV. But maybe 20 years ago, I might have tried out for the show, but not now. They don't call it Naked and Fat. I gained so much weight since I diagnosed diabetes and been fighting with that. I put on a ton of weight. It's killing me. A gift. That's a hell of a gift, man. I've always wanted. I've only had my one boat once in my life, and the second time I stripped the whole thing down, repainted it, put a brand new keel in it and everything. Transom. Sorry, not keel. A transom. And the second time I took it out, which was the first time I took it out after working on it, freaking blew a hole in the motor, shot a rod right through it. Oh, I was so mad. And motors cost so much, it wasn't worth it, so I sold it after doing all that work on it. Well, thank you, Lanley. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know, Johnny. I mean, it seems there was the one episode the chick was like, "They're eating my but JJ alive," and she left early, and then she came back the following season for a redemption episode, and the bugs tore her up. Like every square inch of her body was covered in bites. And she stayed the second time. She stayed through the whole 21 days. Of course, they ended up catching a giant stingray and had like 20 pounds of meat, so they were good on food. I've never had stingray. All right, Tammy, see ya. Never had stingray. I've had a lot of weird stuff, but never stingray. I don't even know if any local vendors would have it. We don't have like big fish markets here and stuff like that. Like maybe one of the Vietnamese places might have it. Of course, the ray they caught was actually a species of ray that can get up to like 400 pounds. They caught one that was like, it was like 40 pounds all told, so they got like 20 pounds of meat off of it. But it does seem like the mosquitoes go for all the genitals and stuff. Well, Johnny knows actually, as a, I do a lot of video editing, so I can tell you it's actually not that hard. The software has gotten so good now, it like literally can identify like breasts and genitals and stuff automatically and blur it out. You don't have to do nothing. You just click motion tracking and then blur, and it'll do the rest. So a lot of the software has gotten really simple. I mean, I like to do in-depth stuff with like green screen work and chroma key and all that, but just the blurring is actually really easy. But I can imagine being those. They showed them behind the scenes episodes, and I can't imagine being the crew. They constantly, they're wearing shoes and stuff, and they constantly got trench foot. They're constantly getting eaten alive too. And they showed the one scene or the one episode. They went to scout the location and got attacked by killer bees. Like the whole crew was running. And then when they got to where the cars were, they were all like collapsed on the ground, puking their brains out. And no, thank you. That's a job I wouldn't want. Wow, Lucinator, you just subscribed to me now? All this time we've been talking? I see you all the time in all the channels. Are you just subbed? Yeah, I know, Johnny. I mean, it's gotten so good now, the software, that like you can see when they're, how they always wear that burlap sack with the shoulder strap. The software has gotten so good that it can actually differentiate between the strap and the breast. So it'll blur the sides of the strap, but leave it alone. Or like if they put their hands in front of their genitals, you could still see their hand, but it blurs out around the hand. That tells you how good the software has gotten. Thank you, Lanley. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, if you ever need to do software editing, man, get Power Director. Even the mobile version is really powerful. I use that when I first started my channel, when I first went active and actually started making videos. I was using the mobile version for like 6 months. And the video that actually, made my name well known in the movement was before the video. Almost barely anybody knew who I was. Like Denise and Michigan Mister knew who I was. All right, Michigan Mister, but most people didn't have a clue who I was. And then I made my Almost Park Auditor All Stars video. And once I made that, it went viral in the community. Like everybody mirrored it. Black Label mirrored it. News Now Houston mirrored it. Everybody mirrored it. And that's what made my name well known. And I made that in the mobile version of Power Director, the free version, not even the pay for version. And I did a lot of editing in that video. I renamed it to Auditor All Stars Volume 1 on my channel. If you look at my playlist, it's in there. Let's see, going on an hour. Okay, well, it's almost everybody left, and I've been up for an hour. Yeah, Lanley, I appreciate it. I mean, I did a lot on my phone. Like, my first 100 videos or so were on my phone. I did a lot of tribute videos, and I started my interview videos back then. My very first interview video was Furry. And basically, I just gave her a list of questions, and she answered it to the phone, or to the camera, and then I edited it all together. But she was my very first interview video. And that was just about almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, I'll try to stop in gas. I gotta go feed Mom and, get her situated and whatnot. Saturday night, she's got her shows she watches, so I gotta make her snack and make sure she's situated. Yeah, the last one I did was High Desert before I started doing the live interviews. But I did, News Not Houston twice, P&P. Jeez, I did, obviously Furry, High Desert, Pink Camera Magic. Yeah, the Furry interview wasn't as good. I tried to do a voiceover for the questions, and apparently I made myself too loud. I'm deaf. I don't know. I can't hear myself. Well, I can, but just barely. Like, I sound very muffled to myself. But, so it wasn't that great. Yeah, Nasty Nate. I tried to do James Freeman, but the bum never made the time to do it. But if you guys like artwork, go check out Honest Gases. He does a lot of wire work. He's very, very good at it. Does work with semi-precious stones. So you guys should check it out. I mean, even if you don't like him as an auditor, you'll love him as an artist. Because I mean, he does amazing stuff with wire work. So it impressed the hell out of me. Now, I mean, like, I literally look forward to Honest Gas's streams now. Yeah, I know Furry's not for everybody. High Desert isn't for everybody. I get it. I understand that. I just try to focus on the cause. I want to make the movement better. I want it to be about education and about, you know, spreading the knowledge of the First Amendment. How many cops have no idea what the 5 parts of the First Amendment are? I guarantee you, if you tested them all, at least, I'd have to say, bare minimum, 80% of them wouldn't know the 5 parts of the First Amendment. So, I'm all about spreading the knowledge and making everything better for everybody. It's like people come at me about News Now Houston and that, and it's like, look, just read I did a long rant about it on my community post. I like the activism that he has achieved. I like the auditing that he's achieved. So I'm about making the movement better. And if certain, if it turns out certain things were done, then I've already made my point clear on that. But yeah, it could be a gesture focus, but I mean, either way, I just want, I can't wait to get out there. And now that I'm off of probation, because I really want to spread knowledge. Yes, Jeff Gray is amazing. I'm still working on the interview with him. He's very, very hard to pin down. So it's like Freeman, trying very hard to pin down. Freeman hates doing interviews. He doesn't even give people his phone number anymore. He changed it and he doesn't give it to anybody. Maybe Johnny will do one with you. Have you on my live stream if you want. Now that I can keep doing it, email me. Brian King Samsung at gmail.com. All one word. Like Samsung phones. Brian King Samsung at Gmail. If you want to come on the stream, I'll have you on. Thank you, Focused. Yes, it's nice not having to look over my shoulder every day. I didn't expect to feel this good about it, but man, I didn't. That knife I'm working on is so sharp. I've got like 10. I thought I had 4, but I got like 10 cuts already from it. Guess I should tape off the ends I'm done working on. I just looked. I got this big blood spot on my forearm where I brushed against it. I had it in a vise right here. I was filing it, waiting to go live. I literally sit right here. I have it in a vise, and I'm sharpening it right here. I learned a little trick, by the way. If anybody does metalworking at all and you're filing stuff, and you don't want to get metal all over the place, neodymium magnets. Like you can see, I don't want to put it too close to the camera. These are very powerful, but this thing is covered in the metal shavings from the knife. I've had to clean this off like 20 times already. But I just put this on where the hilt would be on the knife, and just leave it on there while I'm filing, and all the metal shavings go straight to the magnet. So I don't have to worry about metal anywhere. I literally, even I could just wave it on my carpet in case a piece dropped. But I've got all different size neodymium magnets. I've got like the big honking ones that like will crush your fingers. So, but these right here, this is just 3 little 1.5 inch diameter by, I believe it's 3 millimeter, 2 millimeter thick. Yeah, neodymium magnets are extremely powerful. I've got the cube, 1 inch cube ones, and you put 2 of them together. Unless you're really strong, just separating them is insane. But I'm telling you, it works great. I just stick it on the hilt of the knife while I'm filing, and every metal shaping just goes right to the magnet. Yeah, like right here. I'll have it right there, like this, on the knife. So when I'm sharpening the edge, the metal goes right to it. Oh, I'd love to have a chat about trolls with him. That would be fun. How about it, Johnny? Maybe tomorrow or Monday, man. Email me. Let me know when you're free. Man, I can't wait to finish this thing. It's already insane, and I'm not even close to done. But this is the sharpest I've ever made anything. This is so sharp. I have to put tape on there. I'd love to get my hand on some meteorites and make a knife out of it. I still gotta shave down some of this though, and make it more symmetrical. Well, if he emails me, I could just respond to it. I mean, either or. So, alright, guys. I'm gonna shut this down and go feed mom and whatnot. And if gas is still up, I'll be over in his stream. But I recommend you all check his stream out if you haven't. Enjoy his artwork. Uh, uh, Alright, guys. Alright. Thanks again, Johnny, for the help. Thanks for Landley. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, Johnny, just email me. We'll set something up. So, otherwise, talk with you guys later. Check out Gas's stream. Check out Mini Garden Alice's channel as well. See ya.